Hello, Ratt members. It's time to experience some Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Get back, demons! I'm going to be rizzing up Gets tonight! Oh, God! And yes, I'm going to be voicing all of it, so it shall be fantastic. And this should be a couple people in the chat room's first experience, so no spoilers in the chat, of course. Oh, and there's Alice, one of our first timers. Twitch ad for 33 more seconds. Yeah, well, what you gonna do? It's okay, you're not missing nothing. That's why I do these little intros. People are gonna skip over this shit on YouTube anyway. But we're gonna get started in just a moment here. Voicing Doki Literature Club is always fucking great, and I've never voiced it all myself. Usually you do it in a party, but hey, it's gonna be fun this way. This way people can kind of listen to it like a podcast, you know? And we can all share our reactions to everything in chat, which shall be fun. Let me already go ahead and switch screens over here. See if it would just show up. Why is it not showing up? Oh, there it goes. Shit, this Monkey Ball soundtrack goes hard as fuck, actually. What the hell? Anyways, well, if you're wondering, I'm looking this way because this is a full screen game, so I have my chat over here and the game over here. But let me know how the audio is once you guys get in here. This game doesn't have too much audio anyway, but let me know if it's too quiet, too loud, in between. If it's in between, it's perfect. Ooh, it's actually really low. There's no music playing right now, though. Let's put on a song to test it. Da 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 do. Doki Doki. Sorry. Oh no spoilers. Sorry. Let me just grab let's grab this Yuri art here. We're going the Yuri route for those who are just joining in, so we'll make our wallpaper Yuri to be more fitting. Plus the color purple is just very nice. Although green is my favorite color. How fitting, huh? But how's the audio? Is it too quiet? You guys want? If the music's too quiet, I can turn it up a little bit. Oh, but there you go. Good to you? Excellent, Alice. It's quiet on mine. I'm gonna turn up a tiny bit, just a little tiny bit. That's a little better. You're my entertainment while I do my nails, bro. Make it spicy. Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna voice this. Ah! I hit new game! Wait, I didn't mean to do that! Oh, okay, I saved. This one? Peter Griffin manicure level of spicy. Oh, okay. Hello, Monica. Sorry, I don't know why I was looking at her like that. Hi again, Rathu! Glad to see you didn't run away on us, ha ha! Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the... Anybody listening on YouTube, I am so sorry if the voices are inconsistent. I completely forgot the voices I went with last time. It's been a couple weeks. I'm going with the voices I'm most comfortable giving these characters. We have, Monica is the, hey everybody, it's me! Okay everybody, I host the Literature Club! And Yuri will be the moist critical. Yes, welcome to the Literature Club, Rathu. Would you like to talk about Skyrim mods with me? And look at these funny Reddit memes I found, Rathu. Ha ha ha. And then we have Natsuki who's like, yo, what's up, yo? It's Natsuki, shut your bitches! And then Sayori who's just like, oh yeah, I know I got that voice right. I probably fucked up the rest, but we're gonna move on from that. Funny Reddit memes, yes. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Rathu. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive head first into the Literature Club when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack! Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year! And last year too. I don't know if you just come here to hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature, yo! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Rathu always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Come be a housewife. Rathu, I'm going to defy the laws of gender and get you pregnant. Oh, wait. What the fuck, Yuri? I'm just joking. It was a Reddit meme I saw. Sayori, that's because your room is always so messy. It's distracting. That voice is just dripping with allure. Wait, which one? Which one? You're talking about the wonderful Yuri voice? Or are you talking about Natsuki? Yeah, what the hell, man? And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Sorry, wrong voice. Sorry. How come you and Rathu can become good friends too? Sayori. Why do I keep giving her that voice? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori! Huh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind! Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal out of it if you don't want it to be. All right, well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a good book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want it. Why is she all nervous about discussing it? This is like a book club, isn't it? You gotta discuss your book. Hey, in real life, I'm not part of a book club, but I am part of a not club. We do movie nights, and I like talking about writing, and criticizing things like in a book club. That's the fun part of that. Also, you said the yandere. I'm assuming you're talking about Yuri. I don't know how accurate that description is, but we'll go with that. The Knot Club. Yes, the Knot Club. How is this girl accidentally being so goddamn sexy? My dick is fucking on it. So cute! She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite not me reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace, since I know you're fucking dumb. What was that? You can read at your own pace, since I know you're a slow reader. I look forward to hearing what you think. The whispers kill me. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so
That's the book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
I see.
There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go.
I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. That's because I put glue all over the edges of the book, so you won't be able to let it go. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about anyway?
Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's a book about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of
dark, isn't it? I wonder if this is how I come off when I tell people, because at work I was telling somebody about R&R, and I was laughing about like some of the fucking dark villains that I gave these meme personalities. And I'm like, oh yeah, so there's this funny character based off of this meme, and then they kidnap everybody, and they're just looking at me like, yeah. And I'm like, oh shit, I forgot that normal people don't think this is funny. Fuck, I understand you, Yuri, I get it. Fuck. Anyways, Yuri made it sound like it was gonna be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Ratt?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy reading those kind of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. I agree, Yuri. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be naive for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That was like me when I was a teen, but now I just fucking yap, alright? I'm like, listen, I talk to adults. People will cut me off if they want me to shut the fuck up. Or they'll say, Ratt, shut the fuck up. They'll say, Seabow. Why does Rathy's voice just sound like young Grunkle Stan? Oh, it does! I didn't realize that.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you're looking forward to it. Let me get the book.
I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag.
Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right?
I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Oh! Yeah! Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just not something I'm very used to. That is reading in company with someone.
I see. Autistic, isn't she? That's even the sex.
Sorry.
Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
All right. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry! I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right?
I slide my desk up against Yuri's, then hold my book between then hold my book more between the two of them. Oh, the two of the desks. I was like, the two of what? What are you talking about? Sorry, I had a brain fart.
Oh, I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open.
I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way, when I turn a page, Yuri slides it under her thumb and flips it to her side. But, in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before.
My pee-pee is really tense right now, Yuri.
What the hell did you just say?
Nothing.
It's kind of distracting me. It's as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face. She's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page?
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second.
I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if you're stupid. It's probably the least I can do.
Thanks for being so Wait, stupid?
I meant slow. I mispronounced it.
Since you're being so patient with me, thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Oh wait, was that? No, sorry. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue reading the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb.
Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see. You remain silent for a moment. But Rathu, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Oh, wait, I didn't mean in a bad way, sorry. I really didn't know you were
self-conscious about that sort of thing. Wow, this guy's really smooth talker.
I guess I meant it's kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden?
Okay, everybody, Cockblock here. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. And by poems, I meant poems. Yep, that's what I said. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that all right, Yuri?
Is that all right, huh? Are you getting a little serious?
You look kind of down.
I'm so sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's not, I'm fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb.
All right, guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read with you?
All right, something to the saxophone. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. Be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know.
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish off the first 2 chapters in your own time.
All right.
I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and then slip it back into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. You're either a fart smeller or a smart fella. Coffee, whose poem did you write that for? Is that for Sayori? You wrote that for Sayori, didn't you? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this sort of thing before. I would have actually liked joining a club like this, believe it or not, in school, because it's Steve. No, I'm kidding. I just really liked literature. I love writing. Actually, I don't think I liked writing as much back then, but I just grew to really like writing. Stories are great. All kinds of stories. Games, movies, shows, books, manga. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf paper from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. Can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly complied as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same, myself. Careless whisper to me, Daddy. Excuse... What? What? Who do I show my poem to first? We'll start with our childhood friend Sayori. I'm definitely the most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Look at this face. There is absolutely no thoughts going on in this fucking head. Like, this woman has like two atoms in her brain, bro. She got like a little peanut in her head. Anyways, sorry. Let me just fix the screen. This is a good poem. Oh, sorry. I just voiced so much Yuri. This is a good poem, Matthew. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just knowing you wrote one. It really reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm sitting right in front of you in the club room? Yeah, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before, Matthew. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if she already sees this full picture of my motive here. Because the full picture of my motive is in my pants, just to be clear with you, Sayori. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. Sayori, the inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now that you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Fucking beautiful. My motive? My hawk? My hawk? Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean, I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It just sounds like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit of a Sayori in real life. I've been late to work to grab some breakfast. Cinema poem? Oh yeah, truly, Maz. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah, but next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Let's do Monica next. Let's do
The baddie. The baddie. She hot as fuck.
Sorry. Hi, Matthew. Having a good time so far? Yeah, by the way, what is your accent? I don't know, it's Monarchian. I'm from the Republic of Monicas. Makes sense. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Matthew. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. It's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Mm-hmm. Great job, Matthew. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. Yeah, it's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Ha! That's not fair! Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this sort of writing, don't you? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes to when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. It is. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. Takes years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. That's my favorite kind of writing. That's the Breaking Bad kind of writing. That's the Clone Wars and One Piece kind of writing, where the story presents itself in an entertaining manner, but it doesn't make its message clear. It writes it in a neutral sense and doesn't hold your hand on what you're supposed to feel about it. And this game, I'm not going to spoil how yet. This game is also that kind of game. Here's my poem. 1. 1, then 2, then 1, then 2, then 3, then none. That's not what you said, Coffee. Sorry. I was making a reference to FNAF's location. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yeah, ha ha, ha ha ha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Quick drink. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction that sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. And he, on the other side, was looking in. This is, obviously I'm not going to spoil things for people in the game, but let's just say this poem both is foreshadowing, and it's also just a good poem. Because the whole idea of the poem is that, you know, of course, when you see things, well, I guess things can be interpreted differently, but the way I interpret it is that when you look through a certain hole, and therefore you inspect something you never have before, and you see something from a new perspective, you can never unsee it. You might look at somebody as a good guy,
But as soon as you read that certain article by one of his friends that shows that he's done some sketchy stuff in his off-screen spare time, you can never look at him the same way. And, you know, it's kind of what this poem is talking about a little bit. It's the same idea anyway, but not exactly that. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Serving it up Gary's way. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets fixated too much on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand, go with the flow. That's my advice for today. That's super good advice for fucking artists and writers, holy shit. You just, my God, the amount of artists that just, they're like, this fucking nose doesn't look right, and so they just keep redrawing the nose over and over and over, and it's like, and you're not gonna make it look good. Move on. Look at other art. You'll get ideas. Start a different project. You might even accidentally make the nose look good in the next one and then realize how to do it. You can't just fixate too much on one thing. Goes for video editing too. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. But she's hosting a podcast right now. We're doing Natsuki last. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri covers her mouth and then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Huh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in a poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and have been going through that myself. I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers, they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Ooh, I didn't voice that right. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little unbased, though. Unbased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Not sure if you're just apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. Yappinator. Yeah, Yuri's a Yappinator. Yuri Yappinator's her full name. But this is a good Yappinator because everything that she said about writing is very true, you know? I think her feedback is good and it's true. You want the theme of the poem and the writing style to actually match so that like it really strengthens it so that you're not pulling the chain in 2 different directions and therefore weakening the links. But yeah, she kind of comes off a little silly. I also like the part where the MC questions what she's saying, and then because she's embarrassed, she's like pretends to be like, she's like, yeah. All right, I got it. She thinks she's sophisticated. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. She's getting wet as in the moment at the thought of expressing her literature fascination, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. You know what? I've played this game several times, and I was too fucking stupid to understand the point of this poem every single time. I think I was just too focused. First time, I was too young. Second time, I was too horny. Third time, we were all laughing in a voice chat with 4 other people. But I get it. I get it, because I've actually, you know what's really funny? I've actually thought about what this poem's about like the old streetlights with the orange amber glow, and then they're replacing them all with the white/blue light. Streetlights that they just use for everything now. But I like that the poem's about nostalgia. There's one last streetlight that still has the classic orange glow, the old nostalgic vibe, and it's just about to be replaced. But so she stands underneath it and bathes in the streetlight and embraces the orange, you know, nostalgia before it's completely changed. I get it. I get it. You know, she's going back to the past to sit under the streetlights that suck ass. She's aura farming. Yeah, pretty much. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Yeah. Well, I just don't read script very often. Actually, I think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Oh, actually the story isn't about a ghost at all, Rathu. Yeah, I'm confused. Rathu, what are you fucking talking about? I didn't get the... Wait, what? Ghost? Really? Must have totally missed the point. Rathu, you stupid. Rathu, you're stupid. Look how short you are, too. Look how ugly your haircut is. And also how stupid. Well, I suppose you did only glance it over after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Yeah, we all have to laugh together at dumb Rathu. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only symbolically being compared to a ghost, lingering in their last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. Hadn't even thought of that. It's impressive. Huh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive, too. Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Rathu. Me too. Sorry. She's gonna write her best poems for me. That's Suki. What is that face mean? She's like, Also Rathu.
Ratt, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then just go fucking home.
What? Harsh.
What, you expect me to believe you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about?
Fine. Well, sorry. You get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I got shit in my mouth. Knowing you probably think it's stupid.
I would never think it's stupid, Natsuki. Let's see what you got here. Let's see. Well, eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it.
Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it.
That was fucking stupid.
What? Just be honest.
I am. That was fucking stupid. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school think writing had to be all sophisticated stuff, so people don't even try taking my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yeah, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. I like this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Why is it disheartening? Jealous much? I don't agree with her at all. Her first poem, This Chicken is Cold.
So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it up a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helped bring out the feeling in the last.
She's young, I'll give her a break. Oh wait, isn't she the same age as all the other girls? Never mind, she's just dumb. So you did. When you're happy and you laugh at her poem, when you're sad, you understand the words. Bruh. I guess more went in than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Did she even read my poem? Oh, no, she did. She called me stupid. Because she's stupid. Phew! I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I had anticipated. This is if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, except for Yuri. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to this. Actually, it's not even true, dog. Except with the exception of Natsuki, everybody was impressed with your writing and gave you advice. What are you talking about, Ratt? You fucking insecure ass. Have some confidence in yourself, bitch. Ooga, ooga, wow! Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I saw it. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Now, across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri's tits and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. So I read in tandem. I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say. Natsuki, there's not that much to say about your poem. It was like fucking 10 words long. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked somebody who actually liked it.
Oh, Jesus, she's one of these kind of people.
Which people did, by the way, say Yuri liked it, and Ratt, you did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own.
Excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Rathu liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki stands up.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to oppress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Rathu appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Ha! How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? And you're that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose bones magically grew in size as soon as Rathu started showing up.
Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little...
There's nothing above you!
I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Rathu, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true! She started... If I could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective than this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in you making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out, because then I'd have to use my brain. Help me explain that to her, Rathu.
Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Rathu? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me, so of course it's going to be... What do you guys say in chat? What do you guys say? Who you want me to pick, huh? You guys want me to say help me, Sayori? You guys want me to pick Yuri? I'm not picking Natsuki. She's stupid. She don't even know what 9 plus 10 is. Sayori, help? Alright. Help me, Sayori! Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri! Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Rathu.
Well, that's her problem. This ain't about her, bitch!
I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah! Unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes...
Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings in just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everybody's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because! Well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Huh? Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. Oh, she pouting. So, this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. For real, bitch, where my Monica route at? Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Matthew, what about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, it means I can do a better job of impressing those who I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Matthew, ready to walk home? Yeah, let's go. Yay! Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's like the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. Promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. You can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Matthew, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... Every day's gonna be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Because clearly Rathy's a horny... Yeah, he's big, beautiful tits. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. Hopefully I'll be holding something in the future. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, chat, we're still going after Yuri, right? This is the best song in the game. We're going full after Yuri, or y'all wanna change it up? Y'all wanna go after little cinnamon bun Sayori, little gangster thug brat Natsuki? If only I could go after Monica, chat. If only. It's gangster life. I have no idea. We could try to write a poem for each character, but I don't think we'd get like the dates then. Should we double down? You guys want to go all the way in on Yuri, or do you guys want me to try something else? I mean, we can do either. We could do either. I made a save before this in case we fuck up. But, you fuck up. You fuck up. Sorry. Hey, Alice, this is your first route. Which one you want? You want Cinnamon Bun Sayori? You want, Not So Bright Natsuki? I'm trying to think of some wordplay here. Or how about, Yumbo-sized Yuri, huh? Yuri, Yappinator, Yappatron. How about that? Sorry. Yuri? Alright, let's do it. Let's do the Yuri Yappatron 9000. Oh, that made me dizzy. I'm getting too old. Jesus. Purple wins. Alright, you're right. Alright, ready? Speedrun time right here. Broken! Fuck! Load. Alright. Philosophy. Unstable. Lust. Existence. Variance. Disaster. Determination. Tragedy. What? Imagination. Graveyard. Extraordinary. What? Disoriented. Whirlwind. Unrequited. What? Uncanny. Uncontrollable. Misery. What? Effulgent. Unrestrained. Infinite. We got her. Undertale spotted? Yeah, pretty much. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the last couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Matthew. Oh, sorry, wrong voice. Sorry. Hi, Matthew. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Huh. I'm just not used to being in the club, that's all. Not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway, which is a good thing, Sayori. It's the simple things. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No. Huh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Huh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to take a look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets it spill the contents on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves one option. I give up! Don't make me feel guilty! If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Huh. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just... It was something in my book. Yuri, tell Matthew to let me borrow some money. Don't get involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Damn. Cold, tough Yuri? Question mark? I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, now I have to accept the retribution. Still, coming from you, Sayori, guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Oh, what was... a cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Damn it, where's mine? Yo, take that giant chocolate chip cookie, put it in the microwave for just 10 seconds. It gets melty. You pick it off the chocolate chip. It's slithering down like some mozzarella, and you're like, ooh. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sari glances around. Is this a miracle? It must be Christmas, and it's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Exactly. That one almost worked, though. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blabbing about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sari hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sari rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. She's so good. Sari suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue, god damn it! You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why you think I gave you that one? Fine. I'm still really happy with this one you shared with me. Sari gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez! I get it! Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sari off of her. Sari suddenly leaves over and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sari trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you just say it? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't heard anything. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry! I'm super sorry! There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't, really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. You know, I would just say, in retrospect, knowing how the rest of the game goes, Monica taking time away from the group to learn piano is it's a cute detail. Lamau, how do we go from delicious cookie to knob stealing? Knob healing, sorry. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Matthew. Monica smiles sweetly and booty bumps all of the other women out of the room with her fat ass. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Haha, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. I didn't miss anything, did I? Nope, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book. Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri. Huh? Ah. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No, I was kind of just waiting for you. Ah, if that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? No, not at all. Thanks very much. There's one thing that can make my reading time here any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves the small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I suddenly watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Chat, can I just say, replaying this game after knowing how it ends, seeing Yuri so joyful right now. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? We're just... Yuri was gonna make some tea, so... I suddenly realized how weird it is that I explained this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Rathu in our club activities? Oh, my mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Huh. Then let's go, Rathu. Ah. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that, it made me so irritated. She's getting really defensive, guys. Damn. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Rathu, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is bad. Is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Rathu, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. I walk to the nearest water fountain. When she leans over to grab the water, I'm like, you got a friend in me? I think Monica has a friend with me in her friend. Sorry. Yeah, that bonk was called for. Once the water pitcher fills up, we return to the classroom. Rathu, do you like oolong tea? Yeah, anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now, it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming to herself a little. Ho ho ho. No. Bruh. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. Ah. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Rathu. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know how I can keep up with this. I'll let Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Rathu, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Eh? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, sorry. I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? It's always hunched over like that while reading. Yes! I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. Expressing myself more just means her getting freaky. Yeah, you're right. Sit on the floor equals turn down for what? Turn down for... She was 100% going to say boobs. Oh, she totally was. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I keep... Oh, we're past the intro to the game. This is where, in my opinion, the game starts getting really good, chat. You can probably already tell. It's getting a little more interesting now. It's a bag of small chocolate candies I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume reading the same position as last time, each holding one half of the book, except this time our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Even better. Anyways. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book. Silly Yuri, you need glasses. Ah, yes. What am I saying? Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed it. Oh, I can see. So like, he's sitting there, one hand on the book, other hand with this, and then Yuri's against his shoulder, so he's like, ooh, those are some big, obstacles. he's like, ooh, Yuri, let me just get around these big obstacles. Oh, God, man. Whew. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. One Piece moment? Yes, truly. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. Put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book and finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Oh, that's okay. I won't take any. Huh? You sure? Well, if I touch it, I might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? You sure? Of course. Oh, there's a picture for this. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder time. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then, I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She only parts her lips as if the situation is completely natural. And that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Rathu. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. I'll take this chocolate chip and eat it! Autopilot? Yes, truly.
Ah, that's... Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right?
I mean, not really in this kind of context, but...
Yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything.
I see! The situation's gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell, just by her expression, that she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Ah! Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Woohoo! Yeah, it's Monica time! Wahoo, everybody! Ah! Ah! Thank you, Monica. Pilot Choco Sombra. Jump scare, oh truly. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Ratt, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken.
I'll take care of the cups.
Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacup from the floor, pick up the bag of chocolates, and in the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. I finally understand the joke. Oh, yes. Alright. We're going right into Yuri.
Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Ratt, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly?
Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why you did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery.
Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know. It's fine. Take your time.
Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I can offer that patience to her.
Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods.
Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that?
Again, Yuri nods.
Huh? Even your close friends?
Yuri doesn't respond to that. Wonder why.
Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. Fits with you. He used ChatGPT, bro. If this was made in the modern day, MC totally would have used ChatGPT. Hold on, quick sip.
Alright. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies. Excuse me. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious was well aware of the consequences. Well, aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of a raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited.
Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. What do you guys think? You guys think this is about addiction? You guys think this is about MC? Or about something else? Those who already played the game don't answer, because you know it's about something else. Sprite tonight, no apple cider hot chocolate. Oh, I was drinking hot chocolate all the beginning of the stream, but it's empty now, so I went back to my Sprite. I knew it. She was a fucking yandere. You could smell it on her. I'm gonna let you believe that theory. She's gonna Dahmer the raccoon. I think it's about early warning sign of being a serial killer. Oh, okay, Alice. Okay. Keep giving me your theory, because this is your first time. I gotta hear all your spicy reactions. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. Don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. Dude, Ratt, are you fucking stupid? That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Ratt, you. Well, yo, she looks more intense than yesterday, too. Even her sprites are a little different. I'd smell Yuri. Wait, what do you mean by that? Like, literally? I will construct many conspiracy theories. Please do. Please do. I think it's something that people... Oh, sorry, it's Yuri talking. I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. That's true. It's just some kind of addiction they can't help it. But it's like the... It's ironic till it's not, but a little different, you know, where it's like you start off just like, here you go, that's cute, but then you get really into it, and then it becomes a regular thing, and it's no longer ironic. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So, I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Ratthew? Well, no, yeah, I do. I feel like everyone has something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, dude, she's projecting so hard. If I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I'd probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There aren't really many people like you, Ratthew. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I'd be so comfortable sharing my writing. But now, I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Wow. The addiction poem is actually about hot Cheetos. Oh my god, no, Alice, that's my poem! Ah! Alright. Let's do,
Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see you putting in some effort.
That's good.
But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious.
What? What do you mean by that?
Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems until you're on Yuri's level.
Alright, on one hand, Hatsuki is just being a bitch. On the other hand, we haven't read MC's poem, and it might... This one, he might literally just obviously trying to be metaphorical to impress Yuri, just to appeal to her ego. So she might be onto something. Or, Which is the more likely option. She might just be being an asshole. Because she's jealous. Or just too dumb to understand. Sounds like this one is scared of failure. Yeah. Natsuki stopped short of all of a sudden.
Don't tell me!
Huh?
You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you?
What are you talking about? And keep your voice down.
You know what? Yuri would love this kind of angsty...
Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean... I mean... Ugh!
Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve. Though what I did is beyond me.
I am so done with you.
Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me.
Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it by someone else, just don't show it to me.
Ouch! That's what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Wow, that was it! Wow! Yeah, she definitely knows. Alright, let's do Sayori next. Oh, I like this one, Rathu. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go with my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. Not sure that's exactly how it works. And again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? It's a word I'm looking for. Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give the little rain cloud a hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Huh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Rathu. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Monica next? Oh, I didn't read that. Monica jump scare coming up. Sayori's just a chill girl. Ah, yes. To be fair, so far it seems like she has the more green flags. Yeah, Sayori is chill. I'd be friends with Sayori in real life for sure. Probably Yuri, but I don't know what I mean by this, but Yuri kind of scares me a little bit. Pop off my scalp. Alright, let's read this one. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's like a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle, a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my finger goes, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull all of them from the shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards, all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, echo, echo inside my head. Holy crap! Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did! Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really reaching in touch with my feelings lately. I'd see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly, but maybe I'm just so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself in this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about things, huh? Hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Ugh, don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always has a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Damn, man. So the plot is they're all going fucking crazy? No, I'm going fucking crazy. Holy crap, Sayori, did you really write it? Sorry to copy your message. ADHDer spotted Aya. Sayori put down the silly rope. Bruh. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something. Before dropping it. Oh, sorry, I already read that. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it really hard for me to get pessimistic. Who should I show my poem to next? I wonder who. Who should I show it to? Hi again, Matthew. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll like that. I'll take it. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy to hear that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Huh, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. Give my poem to Monica. Alright, this one's good. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. Can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get that much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? You ever look at somebody and wonder what's going on inside their head? Overwhelming amount of choices. Ah, yes. I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant I wish she didn't keep so much to herself, but still defending her like that. You must be pretty in her. You completely misunderstood me. Calm down, I'm just kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure you've... oh shit, I skipped something. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh well, I know. I was just saying. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Oh, what? I usually break down the poems, but we're just gonna move on from that one. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. I never said that. It's just kind of like something I've never seen before, I guess. It's kind of like playing with space on my paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way that the way that the lines wrote the way the lines. Why can't I read the sentence? The way I wrote because I'm blind. I didn't see the I. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. Yeah, I definitely got that vibe. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of feeling, or a conversation with a reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that comes, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. She broke the fourth wall. Okay, everyone, we're about done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so everyone can come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can really put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. Oh, I remember this next scene. This is a good scene, but hold on. Chat, break time. I will be back to voice some more Doki. Take a 5-minute break, get up, stretch your limbs a little bit, maybe get a drink. That's what I'm doing. I really need a drink. I need to stretch. I've been sitting here too long, and my voice is getting coarse. So, little break. We'll be back. 5 minutes. All right, members, I'm back with some hot apple cider. Time for some stretching. Stretch time. Oh, and get, oh, my back. Oh, my back always hurts. Oh, I'm like Yuri. My tits are too big. Goddamn. All right. Ooh. Mr. Incredible. yeah, like when he gets to the island. Perfect. Okay. Ooh, it's Kirby music. Ooh, it hits hard. I love Kirby music. Okay, anyhow. Let's get back into the Doki Doki Literature Club. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-choo. The headphones sound pretty loud. Oh, yeah, I didn't hear it. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Okay, everyone, we're all on. Wait, sorry, we saw a little bit of this. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Performing?
Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of the time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up those posters, did you?
Well, I did. Did you really think it was that bad of an idea?
Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone up until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I think we should still give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. It's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with.
All right. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Huh, that's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way!
Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone be a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Ah, of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem that she has in mind for herself. Then she stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica! Woo! I love you, Monica! Woohoo! Yeah! Okay, calm down. Yes. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Ah, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Us coffees and amateurs. Can I be intimate with Yuri? Wait, sorry, let me, hold on, chat. Let me do something for 5 seconds. Here, let me just, Ooh, yeah, Yuri, let's go. Anyways. Stop! Okay, I'm going back. You can do it, Yuri. It's called the After Image of the Crimson Eye. Oh, damn. I was hoping she'd do After Image of the Corruption Eye, huh? Terraria? Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reciting the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure, and she enunciates this with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire that Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered, even by herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Woo! Yeah, Yuri! Yes! Woo! Yeah! Wow! Yuri! I love Yuri! Rip my shirt off! I think a better poem for Yuri would be The Wall of Flesh? Oh, yes. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was good. Apple cider break, hold on. You know these cups? These were all made by my grandmother. They're beautiful. My great-grandmother, that is. Thank you for sharing. Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like you're in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. Yes, Sayori! Yes, Sayori! Yo! Sayori, you're fucking awesome, girl! Slap that ass! Yeah! Sayori! Ooh! I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Ratt, you liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours with that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been kind of practicing that thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki.
Nah! Don't make me go before Ratt. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Ratt lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it.
Natsuki. It's fine. This bitch. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection on what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up, step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to push energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Well, is that the sound effect of these girls aiming? You know what? Yuri with like the one eye. It's just the FNAF ambience. She's just like staring like Bonnie into the camera. All right then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah, I'm going!
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. She's like stomping.
This poem is called... Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting.
Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style.
Yo, jump! Motherfucker, make it jump!
Okay, sorry. Why is my phone going off? Oh, because I'm live streaming. Go away, phone. All right, anyways. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Well, you do at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friend, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so
Well, in that case, you won't have to worry much for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a good poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of the time what you'll be reciting. Jizz, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised you're putting in all this much effort for the club. Makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll try to do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. Woo! Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go? Oh, sorry. Ready to go, Sayori. Yippers.
Look at you two always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Rathu, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Is he being a tsundere? Natsuki's poem, Eagles Can Fly. Bro, I swear to God. Oh, she'd get a standing ovation. At a comedy bar! Ah! I'm kidding, sorry. Being mean. It's funny. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. Hey, what I say to Natsuki is what I say to people like Natsuki. If you're gonna throw punches, you gotta be able to take some punches, alright? Don't talk shit unless you plan to get hit.
Fuck you say to me, you little shit!
That's pretty much Natsuki's response to literally anything. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Nah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Ah! What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I would still walk home with you, Sayori. Sayori, you really think I'd ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jizz, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like walking home together. I wouldn't ruin that just for you. You're so silly, Rathu. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted to, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating on something that's never gonna happen? Conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy, too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? It was a mistake to ever explain the sound pad to me, honestly. I like how we get to be intimate. Oh yeah. Let's save this before I fuck something up. Chat. One more time. You guys want to just go all in? Are we gonna play all our chips in on Yuri? Do you guys want to use some for Sayori? Or even, fucking bitch-ass Natsuki? She seems really pissed that we're writing for Yuri. But what do you guys think? We want to go all in? You want to indulge Yuri's addiction a little bit? Why is this song such a bop? What are the choices affect? It's already been affecting. You saw how Natsuki reacted
and how Yuri was acting the way she was today, the way you write your poems affect the way the girls react to them. So in other words, if we weren't writing the way we have been, Yuri would have probably still been closed off, and Atsuki wouldn't have been so mean to us today. And Sayori's thoughts change a little bit, but she's less affected unless you write for her specifically. But Natsuki and Yuri got a little rivalry going on if you can kind of smell it a little bit. So if we write all for Yuri, Yuri's gonna really be into us, and she's gonna know that we're writing for her 3 days in a row. But if we write for someone else, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. I actually have no idea. I bet if we write for Natsuki, she's just gonna be like,
I bet you just wrote this one for me because of my comments yesterday. You just kissing my ass.
Yuri again? All right, chips all in. Chips all in. All right, speedrun begins. In 3, 2, 1. Extraordinary. What? All right, speedrun goes in 3, 2, 1. Tenacious. Suicide. Skipping. Why did I pick that? Disoriented. Whisper. Fuck. Graveyard. Sensation. Termination. Prayer? 3, 2, 1. Misfortune. Unrequited. What do you mean? Unending. Imagination. Waterfall. Incongruent. Lust. Calm. Misery. Sadness. Determination. Fucking fuck. All right, new speed run. Anxiety. Fire. After image. Shit. Vitality. Contamination. Uncontrollable. Incongruent. Meager. What do you mean, Sayori? What do you mean? Vertigo. Massacre. Judgment. Tenacious. Memories. Disown. Unrequited.
Why is that for you? That makes no sense.
Extreme philosophy. Infinite. Unending. All right, we got Yuri. Tenacious Suicide. Yo, can we make that like a band name? Can we like just have a band name that's like, yo, here we are in the house, Tenacious Suicide, woo! And they all hang themselves. Anyways. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing the piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but, sorry for that bird that came out of nowhere. But I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too.
I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great.
Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday? Dude, she's literally a kindergartner. She's like,
Fuck all you guys, you took my Hot Wheels car and I am never talking to you again.
and the next day she's like,
Hey guys, you wanna play Hot Wheels together? I'm so happy to see you guys. Well, yeah, I'm not talking about our part at the festival, but it's a whole day at school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
you sound a little bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
Monica, do they usually have fried squid?
Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to.
Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people?
Yeah, I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people?
Because it's right in your name, Monica.
That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. She's so meta. She's so meta. Because, you know, Japanese novels are written in Japan and then translated to English. Okay, anyways. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay?
Fine. man. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway.
Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? No, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Ugh! You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. What? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone else. Well, alright, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back to everyone else. The conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back to their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Ratt, you what's up? It's like fucking Death from Soul Eater when you approach her. She's like, yo, 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 how's it going, gangsters? Yo! Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Rathu. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She always wanted to talk to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know this is not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll just drop it. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying maybe the thing on her mind is you, Rathu. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. What? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has always been. You're so funny, Rathu. Have you ever thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know I won't be able to get her words out of my head. I do remember that line. I was waiting for that line. That's one of the ones I remember. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down to Sayori and gently talk to her. And it's one of the core memories of DDLC. You know, Sayori only acting that way around you. Monica saying, if you leave your pen in one spot, you'll just get a black ink spot. The cookie thing. There's the core memories of DDLC's first run. Sorry, put down the silly rope? Bruh. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, and to have fun with everybody else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her, that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over. Oh, she looks so worried. She's so wet thinking about us right now. She's like, Rathu, get over here. Oh, ah.
We're blue balling her, chat. She looks away as quickly with a flustered face. I realize that we won't get anywhere like this. Never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. But now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be left alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell I was thinking like that? Well, something I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. Sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I'd be glad to listen. Purple balling. Purple balling is a whole new, purple balling. I guess it's not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today. When I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. What? Huh? Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I don't want you to misunderstand. Sarah and I have been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. And perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive about you to her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Ratthew, the world is full of meaning, often... Sorry, this is such a yap. Like, what, we're doing one of these, Yuri? The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep, but... Why am I blind right now? I'm sorry, hold on, chat. I can't, apparently, I can't fucking see these words, Jesus. Oh my goodness. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight, and there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. She may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. She talks so formally, it's kind of silly. But in your case, it looks like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Yeah, I guess, but you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Oh, she's reaching, bro. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. Come back when you're a little, rich. Sorry. I'm a pretty simple guy. I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. Alright, chat, indulge me for 5 seconds, but I just realized, okay, so Yuri, she has boobies, right? Pretty normal bob, but then look at this. That can't just be her skirt, right? Look at how long look at the curve. Like, do you guys understand how much hip she has to have here? I think Yuri might be a little, alright, anyways. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. Ah, that's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Bro just realized you should have an ass. Yeah, the ass man. I have eyes for these things. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club group. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. Make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. Ooh. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Who should I show my poem to first? Sayori. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. What? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. It's not really what I meant though, but it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. After playing this game like 5 times, I just now realized what Sayori and Monica must have been talking about. Based on... Interesting. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Rathu. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright, just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. They were talking about the player character for sure. Yeah. She's masking. Let's just get Natsuki's out there. No, let's talk to Monica. Monica, baby, come here. Mwah, mwah. That's right, you get a courtesy, all right? Hi, Rathu. Have you thought about what you want to submit at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people... That's what the mask is? That's what the point of the mask... Oh my god. I know the meme, but I don't know. I've never heard the song. I'm too afraid of the cringe factor. I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take a look at the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style's gotten so refined, Rathu. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Yeah, well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I heard her say more words these past couple of days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day. Reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. Alright, I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up, so if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Well, I just want to get freaky with her in the closet. Oh, yeah. Hey, be careful with her now, Rathu, MC. I'll be careful. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. lost adrift in the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilit sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall. And I fall and fall and fall even more. Gentle as a feather. A dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and the forefinger, and the hand of a beautiful day. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything. Knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning. There is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. That's some kind of philosophical and deep stuff there. Life is Roblox. Thank you, Coffee. Your poem was clearly the best. Natsuki will love it. Maz is the official horny warden. Maz gonna give Coffee a block next, bruh. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything. Monica, I'm a philosophical human. I like philosophy. Give me your philosophy. But it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. But I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Ha! Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Hey, Mr. Fantasy! You know, Mr. Fantasy, dear Mr. Fantasy, play us a tune to make us all happy. Don't be so sad, because if you weren't mad, then what was it? And we wouldn't know you anyway, something like that? Whatever. Guys, always remember, happy day. No, what Monica's saying is true, though. If art just came from a place of happy, fun time, it would just be boring. Like, you gotta write about something interesting. And interesting things are things that people think about but don't usually talk about. Also, you really deflected her question, MC. What if I wanted to hear what she had to say? We wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans are two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way. It'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. A really interesting and weird way to put that. Let's purple ball Yuri so badly. Alright, we're gonna do Yuri last.
Yeah, no thanks!
What? You didn't?
Next!
Breath you.
What the fuck?
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've showed me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing for. Oh, they're so flirtatious. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday.
I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Rathu, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just... Oh, she's an incel. Oh, no. Or people you just know... She's giving crime of passion energy and I'm here for it. Alright. Or people you just would really make a good... People? Why is the sentence throwing me off so hard? Are people you just know would make a really good friend? Okay, it's a weird sentence. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. Oh shit, she's been bullied. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Rathu. I'm the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you. I really understood what I was missing all this time. I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. It's really important to me. She's definitely autistic, and we appreciate it, Yuri. Alright? We first past midnight, Brandon's powering down. Yeah, that's true. Oh my god, it's a lot past midnight. Damn, I didn't realize that. Alright, we'll finish this day. That's really important to me. No, I'm a difficult person, Rathu. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when talking to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I'd make good friends, and I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Oh boy. Ghost Under the Light, Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows. Closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. Hey, this reminds me of Krona and Maka and Soul Eater. Like the beach scene in his head. So, Worldo, time stops. Careful, Natsuki. Careful, Natsuki. Careful, Natsuki. Bruh. Shut up, Yuri. Shut the fuck up. Oh, I'm at the bottom. The only indication of movement is the amber... The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against its outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. This one's kind of romantic. It was actually kind of sweet. It wasn't like creepy or anything.
minor Krona vibes. 10 seconds have passed, 9 seconds. Bruh. Krona is way more murdery. Though I'd be. Oh, yeah.
Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri. But instead of taking it.
Oh god, why is my nose running? Sorry.
Instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems being usually cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I gotta blow my nose, sorry. God damn it. Fucking allergies. Jesus. Look at allergies.
Alright. Well, my ear farted. I've never had that happen to me. I blew my nose and then my ear farted. My ear was like, pfft. Is that normal? Anyways. Allergies got his ass. Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared this with me. So, thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can, the poem is, once again Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Ah! Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. Ah! I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yuri? Is it you? Your hand? Whoa! Ah! Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job.
I farted my ear in the left door? What? Accepting someone's poem is partially an indirect criticism.
Yeah, practically, yeah. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says to me, oh, she's self-aware of the cock blocking. Well, I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out...
Hold on a sec! Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now?
Yeah? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase.
Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Ugh. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems that you're right. Sayori always happens lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around.
Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee.
Natsuki, please show some decency.
Oh, come on.
She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright.
Seriously? Of all times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today. I didn't want her to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation. So let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sora will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? Oh, I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's batting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit. I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Ah, that may be the case, but if I can't be the leader of my own, then I can't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set up the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes. She stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I can see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Rathu. The one who was truly useless. Shit. The jump scare soon? What? Monica dodged that question hard. Yeah. We need a lot of them. And with different edibles? Bruh. Ah, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It'd probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. Could always help me out as well. Would really be appreciative of that. Ah, that's... Monica's suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? Ah, I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle baking on your own. Rathu may not like to be around you if you make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting me with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that! How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Rathu.
What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Just what do you think?
Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Rathu to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. I'm sure he's interested.
You literally just said...
I'm surprised as well. Sorry, I was just saying, though.
Jeez! Can we just settle this already?
Yeah, Rathu, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's just up to you. Yeah. Chat, who you guys want to pick? Who you guys want to pick? Who y'all want to pick? Who y'all want to pick? Coffee says, guys, this is Miranda. She's one of the boys. What? Of course. Very well. In that case, one looks straight at me. Of course I'm going to go with... What's our choice, guys? I assume if we pick Yuri, it progresses with her. You want to go more with Yuri? More with Yuri? Should we mix it up? It's your first run, Alice, and I've kind of seen most of the routes. I am curious. Maybe give Monica some attention. Yes! Monica! Monica! Ah! Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica. Yay, you picked me!
Hold on 1 second!
Yeah!
Monica, you're the one who needs the least help of all of us!
But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Rathu was the one who...
That doesn't matter! You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place! You're the club president, Monica! You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club!
Monica, you really shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives.
Excuse me?
Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica.
Yeah! We have a lot of work to do, you know! We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone!
Ah, maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources.
So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna do the right thing, President?
Okay, I get it. It's technically most logical for Rather to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Bro. Hold on. Let me just... Yeah, that's my reaction right now. This is actually my reaction right now. She's pissed. She is pissed. She wanted that Rathussy. She wanted that Rathussy. And I wanted that Monicussie. I want to see how explosive it gets at the end. If you just like back and forth with all 4 of them. Everyone's on their period today. Yeah, seriously. Cycle synced. Mrs. Monica, get down. Bruh. Choose Yuri Natsuki isn't worthy. I completely agree. What if... Wait, hold on. Look. I'm doing this for shits and giggles, chat, but, Sayori. I mean, if it's gonna be anyone, I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors and... But Monica...
Monica said I was helping her! Jeez, do you really hate us that much?
No! Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Yeah, I kind of figured that was gonna go like that. Alright, hold on. Let me just... before Yuri thinks we hate her, we'll go back one. Alright? Alright. We'll just go with, hold on, no, we'll stick with our Monica choice of them arguing, but then we'll pick Yuri. Not even a choice. Live example of illusion choice. Well, that's, yeah, the choice is essentially only between Natsuki or Yuri. Because if you pick Sayori or Monica, everybody's like, what the fuck? What the fuck, Rathu? You fucking idiot! And you too, Monica, what the fuck? Yuri's like, God, my fucking badge is so... God! Well, I need Rathu here. Well, probably most useful helping out Yuri. Me?
Are you serious? Why would you?
Natsuki! I can already tell you're about to say something mean.
No! I was just saying...
So you'll be helping Yuri then, Rathu? Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle baking yourself?
I mean, yeah! I already said I'd be fine!
Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yep, that would be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Rathu? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. Well, what about you, Natsuki? Natsuki!
What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything!
No, that's not what I meant at all. Ugh. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why, Rath, you picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so...
I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though.
Why?
Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that, but you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one who's surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words.
When she suddenly has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I know she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps us smile and feel good about themselves.
No, I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. I'm gonna state this. You better bet that my cupcake's gonna be the best part of all of that!
Ah, I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out.
Alright, let's get out of here then.
Everyone packs up their things. Start to follow Monica and Natsuki at the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. Can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? Not at all. I just thought I'd be going to your house since I'm the one helping you. Ah, I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright? Bro, her fucking bedroom must be crazy. Just imagine what Yuri's bedroom looks like. In that case, that won't be a problem. Decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like I should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. Not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Rathu. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason why you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the only reason that makes the most sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But, Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You want me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. You believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. The tism is firing in her head. She looks straight in my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's watching my ass. Yuri's gonna be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I'm pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. Yuri, more than that, she's told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the only chance to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. Until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. Seriously, can't wait! Hold up. Chat, I mean, I'm cool with doing more, but I feel like this is probably a good stopping point since it's kind of late. Oh my god, it's a lot later than I thought it was actually, but... Let's see here. Yuri's bedroom was just Lane's room? Bro, that would be crazy. Natsuki, you slumbered a cucumber. Get freaky in the closet? Why in the closet? Why in the closet? Bruh. That's crazy. Alright. Oh my god, we've almost been streaming for 3 hours. I did not realize that. How's my voice still alive at this point? Jesus. I need a quick sip. Chat. It's been fun though. And that's it for me. Yeah. Woo! Man, my voice is fucking dying right now, but thanks for joining though, guys. Let's go ahead and end the stream here. Oh man. Alright guys, well, thanks for joining. More ddlc probably soon. It's gonna get really spicy next time. Seriously. You those who know. Next time it's gonna get really spicy, alright? Alright. Good night, humans.